3,000 years ago, there was this long war that went on among all the creatures in the world. Elves, dragons, humans, fairies, mermaids, sorcerers, unicorns, and much more. Before the war started, all these creatures had lived together in harmony, but then lies spread about things that creatures didn't really do. This led to anger and hate. This anger and hate led to killing, therefore led to war. After this went on for 3 long years, a forest elf, one of our ancestors, stood up and said these words: "This war has gone on long enough. All of us are near extinction. How about we all find a place to settle separately and agree to never cross paths again?" Everyone agreed with the forest elf. Us, the forest elves, came to this forest, and most of us haven't left since. But I believe there is hope. 500 years ago, we patched things up with the other races of elves, so I believe... Raya! How many times do I have to tell you to stop reading that story to the kids? Claudia, my older sister, says angrily as she walks up to the bench I'm sitting at. "All right, kids, story time is over. It's time to go home." After all the kids clear away, I say angrily, "What's wrong with telling the story to the kids, Claudia? I know you think it's impossible to patch things up with the other creatures and whatnot, but I believe it's possible. Also, I'm just teaching the kids about our history. Don't you want them to be educated?" "Look, Raya, I know you believe that it's possible for everyone to live together again, and I know you love telling the story to the kids, but it's impossible. If it didn't work out 3,000 years ago, it won't work out now. Also, the kids will learn about the war in their classes when they get to it. It's not your job to teach them. We don't need you passing your thoughts and opinions to the next generation when you're still a kid yourself." "I'm 16, I respond, annoyed. "Yes, you are 16, and that means you're not an adult yet. You still have things to learn about the world, and there are things you can't understand yet." "I'm so tired of you and everyone else putting me down just because of my age. I think that the creatures can live together again, and I have thought so since I learned about the war when I was very young. I'm going for a walk. See you later at home." I stand up from the bench and walk towards the library. "Raya!" my sister calls out, but I just ignore her and keep walking. The library is one of my favorite places. I love going there to learn more about all the different kinds of creatures in the world and learn more about the war that happened many years ago. If I want to one day bring everyone together, I need to know as much as I can. When I get to the library a few minutes later, Mr. Leafdrop, the librarian, is still sitting at his desk, as always. "Oh, good afternoon, Raya. How are you doing? I didn't expect to see you here today," he asks when he sees me. "I just came here to blow off some steam. I just got into another argument with Claudia about how I shouldn't be teaching the younger generation about the war and passing on my opinions to them," I respond. "Don't listen to her. You have great ambitions and intentions for someone your age. I believe that one day your passion and desire for all creatures to live together may drive you to accomplish it." "Thank you so much, Mr. Leafdrop, for being the one person in this town that actually has faith in me," I say happily. "Don't mention it. Actually, I have something that might cheer you up." Mr. Leafdrop gets up and grabs something off of the shelf behind his desk. "Here, I found this book laying around in the woods when I went on my morning stroll earlier today. It looks like it's about the history of humans. It's yours if you want it," he says as he shows me the book. "You sure I can have it?" I say, shocked. "Yes, I'm sure. Anyway, you're the only one in the Elven Woods who would want to read it," Mr. Leafdrop says with a wink and hands me the book. "Thank you so much," I say excitedly. I take the book and then I head over to one of the tables to start reading.